Dear people in Hamburg, a large part of the previous restrictions of the Corona Containment Ordinance have been lifted. However, many people in Hamburg are still infected with the coronavirus every day. That is why it is still important to be careful and protect yourself and other people. In order to avoid overloading the hospitals, Hamburg will therefore take certain protective measures until the end of April. One of these protective measures is the FFP2 mask requirement. This still applies at retail, when traveling by bus and train, in restaurants, cafes and pubs, at sporting events in front of an audience, at events in closed rooms, at folk festivals, in cultural institutions such as museums and libraries, in theaters and cinemas, at the hairdressers, pedicure and tattoo studios, indoors in zoos, at religious events and funeral services, at meetings indoors, in swimming pools and gyms. However, the mask may be removed during sport. For visits to grocery stores, drugstores and gas stations, wearing a simple medical mask is sufficient. In schools, students are allowed to remove the masks when they have taken their permanent place in the classroom. Teachers can remove the mask if they keep a distance of 1.5 meters from other people in class. To visit clubs and bars where people dance, you still need a 2G+ proof. This means that you have already received 3 vaccinations, including booster, or you are fully vaccinated and also have a current negative test result from a recognized test center. Wearing an FFP2 mask is mandatory when visiting a hospital or care facility. You also need a current negative corona test from a recognized test center. The applicable quarantine rules remain in place. Infected people must isolate themselves for 10 days from the onset of symptoms or a positive test result. If a new test is negative after 7 days and 48 hours without symptoms, the isolation can then be ended. Contacts who live with an infected person in a household, for example together in an apartment or house, must also isolate themselves for 10 days if they have not received their booster or are not recovered or have been vaccinated for the second time within the last 3 months. The vaccination centers in the districts will remain open until the end of April. Here you can still get vaccinated easily and without an appointment. Take good care of yourself and stay healthy.